Pacers just made another comeback. And I have been making these videos to tell y'all that ever since the Raptors ain't make the playoffs, I had to have a team to root for. It's better to watch basketball like that when you have some stakes in it. I got my guy Pascal. I said, man, I'm a Pacers fan this offseason or this postseason. They are probably the team that plays the best to me. And as I say the best, I mean most pleasing. They spray out the ball. Any guy out of their top five can go off. Honestly, top seven, top eight sometimes can go off. And they're, to me, out of all the teams in the playoffs, they were a true team. They played team basketball. They defended hard. They pushed the pace. That's the main thing that made me love them is how much they push the pace, how different they are to other teams that say they push the pace in ball games because they're kind of on another level. No one can compete with them. And then the real struggle was, can we see this style of play they do against OKC? And it worked out. I don't even know if you got the answer after that game yesterday because they really were in the mud for a majority of the game. And I don't know. Just the Pacers, you really can't count out. Don't matter what team they're up against. It can be the best defensive team. They will poke holes in that defense. But honestly, let's be real. That fourth quarter comes around. They're down by like 13 points, majority of the game. That fourth quarter comes. They start making a little run. I think on the broadcast, they said their biggest run at the time was 6-0 run. So they're trying to get the lead, or they're trying to catch up. They're hitting ridiculous shots after ridiculous shots. That Miles Turner bank shot three, that wasn't supposed to go in, but it went in. You move on with that. You take that to the bank and you move on. That's saying Neesmith hit a three. Nemhard step back three over Shea. A lot of this stuff, it's like you ask yourself, where was this the first three quarters? But to me, that's not really the question. It's why after the first three quarters does it seem like the game just started for them? It seems like they didn't lose any energy. They didn't lose any fight, any determination. They still felt like they were in it. I swear on my life, I messaged my bro as soon as the fourth quarter started. I said, this is Pacers game. They can't be that close playing as bad as they did and still have a foot in the door of winning. OKC needed to stomp on their head, and it's kind of crazy they didn't. I see 19 turnovers first half. OKC caused the Pacers, but they still weren't in it. The rebounding battle they won, assist battle they won, and besides Shea, who stepped up for OKC? Lou Dort, but is that the second guy you want to name for OKC when stepping up in a game? That to me sounds like a loss, and they shouldn't have lost this game, but they did. Big up Pacers, man. Let's get a second one. That second one they get on the road, it's wraps. Gonna be tough though, because OKC should win. Honestly, shouldn't surprise anybody if OKC win the next four games. But the fact that we got to see another buzzer beater by the Pacers, Halliburton, clutchest man in the world right now. No one could talk to him. Clutchest man in the world don't need to have a good game in totality because when you think back to his performance, you gonna think back to that clutch shot he hit. No timeout. 7 seconds left, run up the court and just pull up on Casey Wallace's face. That's a man right now. Let's go Pacers. With all this Pacer talk, as I started off, I am a Raptors fan more than anything. And the Raptors have been in a lot of news the past couple of weeks regarding a Greek freak. And my thoughts are conflicted. I am someone that grows attachments to players. What can I say? I'm a true fan of the organizations. That means anytime we sign a player, we just get a player. I can see that player puts his heart on the line, loves the city, loves the team, does anything he can to get better. I can't hate. Not even can't hate. I can appreciate that because as a fan, I just hope to get the best product every time I watch. I want to see this team do amazing things, compete every game, and if I see a guy trying to do that, I appreciate it. Oh, like I don't know. To me, that ain't much, but now we're in conversation for big fish. We're in conversation for stuff that normally the Raptors aren't in conversation for. I remember a couple years ago, KD trade for Scotty and who knows who else would have been in that trade. Apparently was on the table. We said no to it. And looking back, honestly, don't reg- I don't regret it too much. KD and the core we had at the time, it's all right. It's honestly all right. To me, that's not better than the then Milwaukee, Boston, Miami, even Philly team, to be honest. KD hasn't moved me too much as a guy that can push your team to far heights for a while now. He hasn't moved me like that. So I don't mind missing that trade too much. But now again, we're on different gravy. Top three guy. He's been top three for what, the past 5 years in the league. It's kind of known that he loves Toronto, likes our owner. They have a relationship. So like the acquiring Giannis part don't phase me. That I do in a heartbeat. That would be the best player we've had in our organization ever. And I don't think if that opportunity is in front of you, especially at his age, what he's pushing 31, you take that. But what are we trading for? What are we really giving up to get this superstar? We gonna gut our team. We gonna give up Brandon Ingram, the guy we just got, that had Raptors fans. Like honestly, be optimistic for the past couple months in Brandon Ingram. Because our team without Brandon Ingram is meh. It's all right, you know? But then we get this guy that we feel like is our needle mover. And we going to ship him out right away. It just, Brandon Ingram fits with more our team right now. So if we're getting rid of him, and it's going to have to be two guys for Giannis. If it's him and BI, him and quickly, I don't know if our team that good for a team around Giannis. Giannis needs shooting. And yeah, we trade those guys. That is not what we leave Giannis. We leave him with a bad spacing team, a team that just rim pressure. That's it. Rim pressure, rebounds. There we go, Raptors. But shooting, it's that's the league now. We need shooters. So I don't think there's no chance we get rid of Bi. Especially, I don't know who would want Bi. We just re-signed him, getting big money. Hasn't played in a while. We wanted to take that risk. We traded to take the risk on him. I don't think it's to flip him. The other avenue to get Giannis is trading Scotty, and that's real tough because you look back at the last couple years we put ourselves in this situation because we thought Scotty was the guy. We traded Siakam, traded OG, traded Fred because we were okay with moving into this direction with making Scotty our number one guy. Let's build around him, get the pieces around him to make him Toronto's guy. And we've given it like one good year, and like let me not even say good year because sadly he hasn't had our full force team. We haven't even seen him play with Ingram. But from what we did see this year is that maybe a first number one option is a little too much for him. It's tough to say. It's still early. He didn't get that much games. He didn't even have that good of a team around him. But the signs are there. The signs are there that he may not become a good pull-up shooter, good three-point shooter. And as a number one guy, unless like you have Giannis talents, you kind of need some shooting. You need some spacing. And if you're not the one that can provide that, you need to be hell downhill. And he's not hell yet. He had a nice turnaround and a couple feet away from the basket. He has the strength to get downhill, but he doesn't do it enough, or if anything, consistent enough. Playmaking's all right. And look, I'm not trying to bash Scotty right now because Scotty has shown so much. It just objectively from last season, he showed that he has levels to get to. And I feel like the only reason you don't make the trade for Scotty and Giannis is if you really believe that Scotty can be 70% of what Giannis is. Because if honestly he is not that, you make this trade. If he's not 70% of Giannis, it's tough. It's tough. It's honestly tough. I don't envy the organization because again, my headspace is that this is a top three player. When is the next opportunity we will have to get the top three player? And again, this is a top three player that has ties to our organization. Yes. I personally think you do it. I think you do it, and if anything turns out bad on the other end, you take it. Scotty turns into an MVP. He turns into a perennial all NBA player. You throw your hands up and you say you take that risk because it's Giannis. And a trade of Scotty and RJ for Giannis moves me personally. So we see. We see what the organization gets up to. This is just early. There hasn't been really no news since the last week that the report came out. Just 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 make those talks, Raptors. Don't do nothing crazy, but just make those talks because Giannis on our team, man. That moves things. This East again. Look at the team I'm talking about, the Indiana Pacers, from where they were 2 years ago. Boston gonna be injured. They gonna be out next year. New York shouldn't really scare a lot of teams. Milwaukee gonna be out of the race. Philly, who knows if they can stay healthy? There's a path in the East that you have to take that. You have to jump on it, and you have to just cross your fingers and hope it's the right decision. Let's go Raps more than anything. Let's go fucking Raptors.